My name is Kira, and on this channel, we talk about all things travel. Budget-friendly traveling at that. So if that's something that you may be interested in, please don't hesitate to go ahead and subscribe and join the people down. In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my experience flying with Frontier. I just want to make mention before I get into my last two recent experiences that I have traveled with Frontier prior to a lot of the changes that they made or merging. My experiences that I can recall prior to all that was really great. I remember getting a included carry-on bag and everything. Boy, have times changed. I am a huge advocate for budget traveling, which means I'm going to find the deals for the low. Those prices that you are seeing that lure you in, nothing, absolutely nothing. Come here, just in case you can't hear, nothing is included with that base rate. That means just you, yourself, and you. Which means there's an additional fee for everything else. The only thing that's literally included is a personal bag. Between $130 and $180 for both my husband and I. You can't beat that for two people round trip from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Las Vegas. So of course I hopped on that opportunity ASAP. I believe it would have been a little bit more, but I did have a little credit. And I'm gonna tell you how I got that credit in a little bit. As I was checking out, they gave me the options to purchasing seats, and seat prices normally ranges from the good seats was about 60 something dollars. That's the front row seats, the one with the more space, the exit row seats. And then the other ones were about 40 to 30 to 20 something dollars. I, of course, being the budget chick I am, opted to have Frontier choose my seats. Now, if you are one of those ones that are sticklers about where you want to sit at, hey, I need to sit by the window, I need to see, or don't get me caught in the middle of two people, okay? Or you one of the ones that got a little issue with your bladder, okay? And you want to get up every minute, I'm going to need you to order, go ahead and pay a little extra for that row seat. Okay? The same thing for a carry-on bag, the same thing for a check bag. Traveler's insurance, and say if you want to make a change of any type, that's additional. Now, they do allow you to make changes within 24 hours of booking. So that's good to know, just in case you change your mind real quick. I did not get any of these things. I went with the very basic. I know some people are like, ooh. I normally book with my travel card, and my travel card already has coverage and all of that sort of stuff on it. So if you're one of those ones that want to have all the nooks and crannies, they do offer bundle deals. So they have the perks, which pretty much includes your personal item, your carry-on, check bag, and seat selection. And then they have the works bundle, which includes the personal item, the carry-on bag, your check bag. You board first, which I don't even know why the hell that's even a big deal, because the plane ain't leaving until everybody get on. Seat selection, flight flexibility, and refundability. Or you could just simply customize and add exactly what you want. I've never had an issue with when I book with a person sitting next to the person that I book with. So I know some people may feel like I like to buy my seat so that way I can be able to sit next to the person that I'm going with. But if y'all book together, normally you're seated together. At least with my experience. As far as bags go, I'm gonna put here the measurements that you are required, the weight that is required. This particular airline is very strict when it comes to that personal bag, and somebody standing there checking, policing, FBIing, whether or not if your bag is considered a personal bag or not. Yes, you will have representatives standing there, lining up, asking you to put your bags inside of the little slot thingy. Now, mind you, I travel with Spirit all the time. They get hated on tremendously, and they don't even do all this. I just kind of felt that it was a little extra, but I can't get mad because the people them is doing their job. So what I'm saying to you, sis, bruh, Do not think you're going to, oh, I'm going to one up now, okay? I'm going to take a little extra bag because ain't nobody going to ask me to do nothing. Ain't nobody going to check. No, this company checks, and I didn't realize that. I've never had that experience prior to this experience. When you're paying at the desk, you're going to have a higher fee. From what I remember hearing, it was like $100 a bag. So if you know that your bag does not match the measurements, them dimensions, if you don't think that it's going to be able to fit in that little slot sideways, like down like this, okay? They don't want the book bag sticking up at the top. They want it to lay flat like this instead of up like this. If you don't think that it's going to be able to fit in there with all your that you taking, you might as well go ahead and pay a little extra. Pay for the carry-on or a checked. I personally don't travel with check bags. I want my luggage with me, but at least pay for the carry-on so you can get a little bit more room. I would rather pay $100 for a carry-on bag rather than paying $100 for a little small little personal item. Now, when I traveled recently, the bag that I used so that I wouldn't have any issues is called the Underseat Pro. I officially found a personal item bag on wheels, honey. I don't know about you, but I used to travel with the Weekender bag, and that bag would be a little heavy after a while, honey. I used to be around there in the airport dragging it all over the place because it would be just a little too much for my shoulder. So I finally came across a bag that actually has wheels on it, but will also fit in the personal item slot. Yes, I'm going to have a dedicated video for that particular bag. If it's out, it'll be linked here or pinned down in the comments on the description box. I even seen one of the agents making a big deal about a lady having a crossbody purse and a book bag. I was like, okay, she may be doing a little bit too much. As a woman, she know we need our little purse. So said, no, you got two bags. You got to figure something out. So also, if you happen to get caught and they tell you, hey, come to the desk, you got to come over here and pay for your bag, just ask them, can you hold on a second and go online and make sure you have that app added to your phone. But go on the app and go ahead and pay for the bag online. You will save a little bit more than what you would save at the counter. Speaking of the app, make sure you have the app already on your phone. I personally don't ever get in any type of lines. Just because I travel with a personal item, I don't need to. I normally download or screenshot my boarding pass before I even leave home. That way, if the internet want to show its natural, I have it covered already with a screenshot. And during this time frame when I went, it was like evening, and it was not busy. It was not busy, but I've heard a lot of airports are. So I think it just depends on what airport. And I flew out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So that airport, to me, I've never really experienced except one time where the lines was horrific. And I was a Spirit domestic when them flights was about $10 round trip. You're gonna get a notification about 24 hours before your flight to go ahead and check in. So you can check you in on your flight on your app. You can download your boarding pass. It's a lot of different things that you could be able to do with your app. So make sure you have that on your phone. Now, I'm not a part of this particular program, but I did hear that if you want to save a little bit more, you can even join Discount Den. I believe there's something where you have to pay a certain amount and you're able to get some savings. And in that program, I also believe that they allow kids to fly free. Not to mention, Frontier tends to have $49 one-way flights and this sale and that sale all the time. I also have a little travel card as well, I believe, or a credit card or something like that, which I'm pretty sure you can earn points and things like that to be able to travel free as well. As far as customer service, I didn't really come into contact with too many people besides the flight attendants. They were okay. I didn't have any, discrepancies or anything like that. This airlines does not include any goodies on the plane. They do have the option for you to buy on the plane. So if you get thirsty or whatever the case, you want a little snack or two, they do have a small selection. But baby, when I tell you them prices are pricing, I remember M&M's being about $5, a bag of chips by $3, a drink by $3 to $5. Like, the prices were very pricey. If you can, pack your own snacks. And they don't have any type of entertainment like internet, TV, or anything like that, so you've got to pretty much bring things to entertain yourself. The plane was very clean. The seats were very spacious. I am 5'10". I'm pretty tall. My legs were pretty close. On my way going, the flight was not booked going or coming back, so we were able to kind of like spread out. I don't know what I would have did with a 5-hour flight sitting in them little seats. Ooh, with my long legs for all them hours, but it was, the Lord dear God blessed me, didn't he? Me and my husband had the row to ourselves, so we kind of spaced out and put our legs in the middle. But sitting in front for shorter flights is no big deal. And if you are a shorter, you part of the smalls, you will have no issue. But tall, you may want to consider purchasing a ticket, especially if your flights are longer. Flight attendants were okay. They said hello and walked up and down and did what they were supposed to do. I mean, nothing spectacular as far as my experience. The plane ride was pretty smooth. It was very long. Long. Okay, honey. Long like Pinocchio nose. I was just like, okay, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I did fall asleep for a little bit, but honey, I done talked a lot about the good, pretty much. I think this entire video, I've talked about everything that's pretty decent with flying with Frontier. But honey, where there's good, there's always some kind of bad, okay? Everything can't be perfect. We all know that. And with this particular airlines, they do typically have delays and cancellations, at least with my experience. We were delayed on our return flight. Wasn't that long of a delay, thank God. But it was like a 45-minute delay. I'm the type of person, don't delay me, get me to my location so I can get to the shenanigans and turn up. And when it's time for me to get back home, get me home so I can get in my bed and have another small vacation from the vacation that I just had, okay? I have to recuperate. Now, let me mention the experience that I had trying to get to Atlanta last year, because it was one hell of an experience. I planned a trip to go to Atlanta for my birthday last year, and honey, let's just say I did not make it on the account of Frontier. The positive out of this whole experience was that they notified me prior to me going to the airport. I can only imagine the folks who were sitting there at the airport waiting on their flight and then get this notification, but they notified me and said, hey, your flight has been delayed. I'm like, okay, good. I get another extra few hours to chill out and get things together, last minute situations. And then boom, when it get closer to that time, I got another notification saying that the flight was delayed again. And I'm just like, hold the hell up. Okay, when are they trying to get me there the next day? Little did I know that would be the case. Next time around, I got another notification. And at this point, it was about 4 p.m. My flight was out morning, mind you. That was about 4 p.m. Okay, my arrival time at Atlanta had done came and went. I was still in Fort Lauderdale waiting. And then I got another alert. And then at this point, they said, I'm going to put it here because I can't remember the verbiage they used, but it basically was saying that your flight is canceled. Finish. Finito. Adios, amigo. I went from 0 to 100 real quick. I immediately logged onto Frontier's website and started trying to do some type of reach out to customer service. And mind you, I forgot to mention, they don't even allow you to speak on the phone with any rep anymore, honey. They done suspended all of that. So you can only talk to somebody on a computer. I was immediately trying to get in contact with somebody like, what is going on, baby? You done messed up plans. You done, what's going on? I immediately received an email apologizing for the inconvenience and offering me a $50 credit. The only thing that I can say that the refund didn't go back as soon as possible, which I did not like, because what if I needed that money in order to buy my plane ticket on a different airline? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that they didn't let go of the funds immediately, but they did give me that option. Of course, I opted to get a refund because, baby, I wasn't sure at that point in time if I even wanted to fly with Frontier anymore. Like I said, with budget traveling, you have to take the good with the bad. I feel like delays, cancellations happen with other airlines as well. It's not just Frontier. It's not just Spirit. I don't even think I ever had a cancellation or delay with Spirit Airlines. Not to say that it won't happen, knock on wood. Somebody knock on wood because I ain't got nothing near me. Would I fly with Frontier again? Absolutely. I said all that to say that I will definitely fly with them again. Because I'm not spending $500 on a flight, Delta, unless they have some type of deals or specials that you just can't beat. I do plan on flying with every single airline. I would love to experience each one to see the difference. Do you get more quality? Do you get more bang for your buck? You know, they say you get what you pay for, and that could be. But I'm still going to fly where my coin allows. I just hope that that's not going to discourage you, because what happened to me may not necessarily happen to you. I just wanted to fill you in on my experience in hopes that it will help raise awareness. not to discourage you. If you have flown with Frontier, come on down in the comments and talk to me. Let me know what your experiences were. If I helped you in any way, shape, or form, be sure to thumbs up this video. This lets YouTube know that this video needs to go out in those YouTube streets for everybody to see. If you made it to the end of this video, boo, be sure to put this emoji down in the comments. That's how I'm gonna know it's real. And I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out to watch my video. Until next time, later.